We're supporting state school education. We're stepping up at record levels of funding.
If you send your kids to Catholic or independent schools, that's great. We'll back you. If you send your kids to public schools, tough luck, you're on your own. We don't care about your children. That's what you've heard from this government today.
The government narrowly cleared another hurdle when the Greens and Labor failed by just one vote to bring on a motion of no confidence in Peter Dutton for misleading Parliament over the au pair affair.
This minister is no longer fit to sit on the front bench. He is beyond reproach.
But internal divisions run deep, with Julia Banks overheard telling fellow Liberal Anne St Marlis during the vote, supporting that man goes against what I want to do. Peter Dutton survived the sitting fortnight, but the fight's not over, with the Greens threatening to move again when Parliament returns in 3 weeks.
I'm honoured to accept the position.
Anne St Marlis won't be there after announcing she's quitting at the next election amid claims of bullying and backstabbing. She's been sent a long way from the political brawl on a plum 3 month secondment to the United Nations in New York.
Our party is coming back quickly together.
Lane Calcart, NBN News.
An American man charged over the alleged genital mutilation of a woman has faced court in Gosford for the first time today. Howard Rowlands is accused of aiding and abetting the mutilation of the 33-year-old at a tattoo parlour in Newcastle West in 2016. In a brief mention, the court heard the prosecution is still finalising its case, with the 40-year-old's matter adjourned until November. For the 400,000 Australians living with dementia, being placed in full-time care is often not their first choice. A new book, launched on the eve of World Alzheimer's Day, aims to provide practical tips to help them remain in the comfort of their own home for as long as possible.
Jim and June Gray met when they were 20, and for the past 62 years, they've lived in their Cardiff home.
All our life, we've done things together. We've never had a him or a hers, it's always been ours. And everything we've done together, and that's why it's important to stay here.
June lives with dementia, and although caring for her comes with its challenges, it's where they want to be. 70% of Australians who have dementia live at home, and a new book, My Home, My Life, helps families like the Greys. The co-author and director of Hammond Care's Dementia Centre has turned clinical knowledge into 280 practical tips for staying at home.
Often people get frustrated because they don't understand what the person's trying to tell them. We actually wrote it with somebody who has dementia so that we made sure that we were getting the messages people with dementia wanted to share and the messages that carers wanted to share with each other.
The Greys modified their bathroom and receive at-home care most days, but when professional help isn't around, it's tips like this that make a difference.
You might be saying, oh, they keep wandering, leaving the house. Turn the porch light off and turn the toilet light on, because during the night when somebody wakes up, drawn to the light, but they'll be drawn to the light, but they probably got up because they needed to go to the toilet.
Ideas that can help keep couples together.
I like it here for the reason that June loves the garden, and then we can sit out the back there and look at the trees, and it does a lot for her.
Georgia Marr, NBN News.
A development application is before Lake Macquarie City Council for a new apartment complex on the former Lifestyle Marina site at Wharf Road at Toronto. Today, councillors carried out a site inspection with the matter due for determination next week. The plan would see 37 new apartments built. However, some locals have raised concerns over the bulk and height of the building. A driver's licence can open up a world of opportunities, but achieving the qualification is impossible without support. A program in Newcastle called Drive for Life is giving marginalised young people skills and confidence, and now it's set to expand to the Upper Hunter.
Young mum Chantel Martin is a recent graduate of the Salvation Army's Drive for Life program and says it's helped her achieve a life goal.
It gave me the opportunity to have my licence and to be able to now get out in the world and look for work, look after my family.
It's considered a rite of passage for young people, but some need extra help.
It's just about helping those young people who don't have support around them to be able to get their licence or accrue their hours and get them to the point of having that freedom of being behind the wheel.
20 people are currently moving through the program, which provides professional lessons, mentoring and financial support. Glencore has pledged $100,000 for its continuation and expansion into Singleton.
I think all of us can remember the thrill of actually getting our licence for the first time, and this is removing a lot of the impediments that a lot of young people and people in financially challenged positions can actually find.
For Chantel, the people were the key.
And he just talked me through every single thing. The program was amazing because I had really great volunteers that built my confidence. I've never been able to jump in a car without having a panic attack until the Drive for Life program, so they helped me heaps.
Hunter Oasis is looking for more volunteers to work as mentors, a chance to help someone else find freedom. If you've ever dreamed about taking to the sky, the Cessnock Air Show could help you do just that. Beginning today, the 3-day-long event features industry exhibits, seminars and workshops, all aimed at getting more people airborne.
It's all about showing people the pathways that are in aviation for aspiring aviators all the way through to people who later on in life want to become involved in aviation.
They're one of the most lovable animals, but sadly, lemurs face an uncertain future. There is hope, however, thanks to 2 adorable new arrivals.
Usually adventurous, the Hunter Valley Zoo lemurs were today keeping a low profile. Mum Zalo nursing newborn twins, leaving Dad Zenny and sister Jules to grapple with our cameraman. They were born on Saturday. Baby number 1, a joy. Number 2, a welcome surprise.
Been on bump watch for a couple of weeks, but I definitely wasn't expecting twins. So she had a baby last year, knows the ropes, but obviously twins double the work. But she's very attentive to them, so she's doing a really great job.
Every extra ringtail zoos can breed helps preserve the now endangered species. Vital work, given the population in the wild has fallen by almost 50% worldwide since the 80s.
It's common for them obviously to have one, but when there's food in abundance, they'll regularly have twins, so it means that we're doing a good job.
Yet to be given names, the newborns will remain close to Mum for a few more weeks before beginning to explore their surroundings.
About 3-4 weeks they're holding onto her back, and they will stay there for quite a while, until about 5 months old, and then they'll start climbing around a little bit.
Sam Burbury, NBN News.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? Still to come, an aged care worker walks free over an attack on a nursing home patient.
Searching for Ripper value? Right now at Red Rooster, you can get a half Ripper roll, small chips and a 250ml Coke for just $5. Red Rooster.
Rugged, reliable and now in run-out. The Mitsubishi Triton range is better value than ever with Ripper deals plus $2,000 fuel cards. But hurry, the Triton run-out won't last long.
You want to enjoy every moment, but just like that, lose your glasses and you are truly lost. Call Hunter Laser Vision, a local company providing visual freedom.
The pain was really bad in my knees, my ankles, even in my hips sometimes. So my mom took me into Good Feet. We got my arch supports, and I was like, where were these all my life?
See if they work for you with a free fitting and test walk at Good Feet Store Katara.
For 3 days only at Spotlight, stock up and save on craft and sewing items. 30 to 50% off all quilting, apparel fabrics, and a huge range of art, craft and yarn products. Exclusions apply. Rush into Spotlight tomorrow.
We go the distance. We cover the ground. From harvest to home, off-road to office. This is your journey, and we're driven for growth. We're part of the fabric, part of the future, proven in performance. With Aussafe Super, we're with you all the way, because your tomorrow starts today. Aussafe Super, the industry super fund for rural and regional Australia.
Thanks to Rundle Tailoring, the Knights are looking great this year. The experts in fitting. For business, weddings, formal or casual styles, Rundle's always measures up. Rundle Tailoring, official tailors for the Newcastle Knights.
Rebuilding or renovating, trying to pull it all together can be puzzling. Unless you see Eagles Plumbing Plus. Right now, Eagles bring all the big brands together with their brand buster sale.
Australian and overseas brands heavily discounted. Quality products, lowest possible price for bathroom, kitchen and laundry. Be early. Clearance items, overstocks, cancelled orders will go quickly.
Bring it all together with Eagles Plumbing Plus.
For your nearest store, see or buy online at eaglesplumbing.com.au.
Heritage Gardens, an award-winning accredited nursery with a team of experienced horticulturalists. Discover a large selection of plants, trees, pots and gifts. Best advice, best quality, best gardens. Heritage Gardens Nursery and Cafe, New England Highway.
Searching for Ripper value? Right now at Red Rooster, you can get a half Ripper roll, small chips and a 250ml Coke for just $5. Red Rooster.
An aged care worker caught on camera slapping and hitting an elderly dementia patient has avoided jail. 59-year-old Dana Gray was today found suitable for home detention. The magistrate telling the court anyone who says it's a soft decision should think again.
It makes for difficult viewing. A vulnerable dementia patient aggressively handled by a nursing assistant. The 85-year-old is clearly in distress as Dana Gray slaps and hits her. Much of the attack is too confronting to show. Today the carer was sentenced to at least 6 months home detention. Are you relieved not to be going to jail? Gray was caught out after a co-worker placed the camera in the victim's room at the North Epping nursing home after fearing for the safety of the residents. Would you like to apologise to your victim?
Sorry, there won't be any comment.
The magistrate told the court the sentence handed to Gray isn't soft. The 59-year-old will have to obey 16 conditions as part of her home detention.